What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going through GoFest 2021 tips and tricks. Timestamps will be below if you want to check out any certain section. Before I start, I want to mention that we do not know what the field, special, and timed research tasks exactly are yet, as it's too far out at the time of recording this video. Also what the global arena challenges are going to be and what their bonuses are going to be and what the collection challenges are going to be. So I'm going to be making a video the day before GoFest comes out when we get the news from Australia about all that information and tips for that. So feel free to tune back into the channel on July 16th when that video will be coming out so you can get that info. But in today's video, we're just gonna go through tips and tricks for all the info we do know currently. So I'm gonna brush through all the event details real quick. If you wanna check out all the event details and the difference between buying a ticket and not buying a ticket, what you're gonna get, check out the video up here or link below on my full GoFest details, but let's run through it. Pretty much GoFest is a paid event. However, you don't need to buy the ticket to get access to everything. If you don't buy the ticket, you still get access to a couple things. It's gonna be July 17th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's gonna be day one, and then day two is next day. So July 18th, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So it's gonna be a 2-day event. Pretty much during the day, we're gonna have 4 rotating hours: the jungle, the desert mountain, the ocean, and the cave hours. And those hours will rotate throughout the day. During the hour, we're gonna have special wild spawns, and then if you do buy the ticket, you're gonna get special incense spawns. For the jungle hour, your wild spawns are gonna be Scyther, Apom, Froakie, and probably a couple more we just don't know yet. And then for incense, you're gonna get Unknown F, Unknown G, Ludicolo, Chatot, Leafeon, Superior. These will be the desert mountain spawns for the wild and probably a bit more. And then for the incense, these will be the incense spawns for desert mountain. Ocean Beach will have these spawns in the wild, and then if you have a ticket, you'll get these incense spawns. And cave habitat will be these wild spawns, and if you have a ticket, you will get these incense spawns. I want to note that only incense spawns will be shiny boosted if you do have a ticket. If you don't have a ticket, you're not going to be getting any shiny boosts. There's going to be no increased shiny chance. If you do have a ticket, you'll get increased shiny chance for any Pokemon coming off your incense that can be shiny. Bonuses we are going to get are going to be 3-hour lure modules and quarter egg hatch distance. We're gonna have special 7-kilometer eggs for Igglypuff, Klingling, Audino, and more. So I don't know exactly what more is. 1-star raids on day 1 are gonna be Ponyta, Galarian, Zigzagoon, and Dino. These 2 are gonna be wearing a special costume. 3 stars are gonna be Galarian, Weezing, Hitmontop, Cranidos. 5 stars, of course, is gonna be Mewtwo at the time, and Mega Raids is gonna be Mega Gengar. These are some of the new shinies we are going to be getting for all trainers, and then for ticket holders only, these will be exclusive new shinies for them. We're gonna have exclusive special research, collection challenges, field research. There's gonna be special avatar items in the shop. In your special research, you're gonna be able to catch Meloetta and then also like a Pikachu Popstar or Rockstar. We're gonna be able to do up to 6 lucky trades from July 16th, 1 p.m. to July 18th, 11 p.m. PDT. And finally, you can evolve Kirlia into Gardevoir to learn Synchronoise and Vibrava into Flygon to learn Earth Power, which are legacy moves on that Pokemon. That's pretty much me brushing over all the event details. If you want to check out the full event details and the exact differences and everything, check the video, link below. So first thing I want to talk about is, out of everything spawning in the wild and off incense, what are gonna be the best Pokemon to catch, ones that have uses in PvP and as raid attackers? Let's talk about it. I just want to mention that I'm going to be talking about XL candies in this video. If you're not level 40, all my XL candy tips don't concern you, as you cannot collect XL candies until you are level 40. So I recommend trying to get to level 40 before GoFest if you can, but if you can't, just ignore when I'm talking about XL candies. Let's talk with the jungle habitat. Remember, the jungle will be happening the first hour of the day, so 10 a.m. and I believe the 5th hour of the day. Let's take a look at what we should be hunting. First of all, Scyther in the wild, evolving into Scizor. Scizor can be used in the Ultra League. It's a decent Pokemon, and also there's a Mega Scizor. It's not in Pokemon Go yet, but could come at some point in the future. So you do want to prep yourself a good IV Scizor in case that Mega does come out. That's it for the wild spawns. It says and more, so I will cover the other spawns we do end up getting announced during that second part of the video I mentioned. But let's take a look at the incense spawns. First of all, of course, Unknown F and Unknown G are rare Pokemon to get. Unknowns are usually very rare in the wild and easier to get at events, but they're pretty exclusive. So do grab those and try to grab their shinies if you can. But other things coming off incense this hour, Leafeon is a decent one to catch because you can get a guaranteed XL candy every time you catch it in the wild. You can use these XL candies to power up a Umbreon for the Ultra League, as you do need an XL Umbreon to compete in the Ultra League with that Pokemon. Finally, Chatot is a regional Pokemon for some of you, probably the majority of you. So you do want to grab this Pokemon, as you can use it as trade bait for any trainers that didn't buy a ticket and ended up getting a Chatot. That's it for the jungle habitat. Honestly, pretty weak based off what I know so far, but let's take a look at the desert mountain habitat. First of all, we have Skarmory. Skarmory is going to be one to get because Skarmory is good in the Great League, also in the Ultra League, but you need XL candies for the Ultra League, so you're going to want to grab yourself a lot of them. Also, Shieldon evolving into Bastardon, an amazing pick for the Great League, the Talonflame Killer. This Pokemon needs XL candies to best perform in the Great League, but you can use it without XL candies, so just get yourself as many Shieldons as you can. As far as incense spawns go during the Desert Mountain Hour, Flareon, of course, grab those Flareons so you get the guaranteed XL candy, similar to the Leafeon. Tyranitar, you're going to want to get this Pokemon. This will give give you 2 guaranteed XL candies every time you catch it in the wild off Incense. Not only is Tyranitar a decent rock and dark type attacker, not the best, but can be used, but there is Mega Tyranitar that could come to the game at some point. That Pokemon will be ultra strong, and you're gonna wanna get yourself 100% IV, level 50 if you can get it. And finally, Flygon in the wild. Flygon's a decent Pokemon for the Great League, and you can use it in the Ultra League as well, but you need Legacy Earth Power on it, which I do not believe you will be getting if you catch it straight in the wild, so you're better off evolving a Trapinch you already have to get Earth Power and use that in the Great League. Take a look at the Ocean Beach habitat. First of all, of course, Dratini evolving into Dragonite. Dragonite, good Pokemon for the Great League, Ultra League, Master League, and even a raid attacker. All around, Dragonite is an amazing Pokemon to get. Go after those Dratinis in the wild. You might already have a billion of them because of the Luminous X event, but still worth it. We also have Swablu evolving into Altaria, a good Great League Pokemon, and also with the Mega Form currently out. So if you don't have a contender for the Mega Form, grab yourself some Swablus. Incense, if you have a ticket during the Ocean Habitat Hour. We have Gyarados. Gyarados can be shiny in the wild, which is pretty cool as well, but you want to get XL candies because Mega Gyarados is out. Pretty good dark and water type attacker, so grab it. And also Gyarados has played in the Ultra League and even in the Master League. Vaporeon, similar to the other evolutions, catch it for that guaranteed XL candy. Azumarill off Incense as well. Great Pokemon for the Great League. Don't have an Azumarill yet, grab yourself one, and you can even get a guaranteed XL candy every time you catch an Azumarill. So if you don't have an XL Azumarill yet, then get yourself one there. And Sock might be a regional for some of you. Like Throw, actually, in the Desert Mountain Hour, both Sock and Throw are regionals, so get the regional version for you. For me, it would be Sock. For some of you in Asia, I believe it would be Throw. So just get that Pokemon because you can use it in your local area as trade bait. Finally, the Cave Habitat Hour, probably the best hour. First of all, Galarian Stunfisk, catch every single one you see. People don't understand, Galarian Stunfisk has only ever spawned in the wild one time, and when Galarian Stunfisk spawns in the wild, means you can get a PvP IV one, so a low attack, high defense, high stamina one, as it's impossible to get that Pokemon currently in the game since Galarian Stunfisk is only obtainable through 7km eggs, and 7km eggs, the lowest the IVs can be is 10, 10, 10, meaning it's impossible to get a PvP IV. So getting this Pokemon in the wild in a PvP IV format for the Great League is going to be amazing for all you battlers and people who love Great League. Galarian Stunfisk is a menace. Please catch them and get those XL candies as well. And finally, we have Dino spawning. Dino is a rare shiny, but I'll be honest, as far as meta relevance, Hydreigon or Hadrogon or however you say it, doesn't really have any relevance. It's not really good at anything. You can use it like as a dark type attacker and a dragon type attacker, I guess, but it's not that good. So the only reason I'd click on Dino is because of the shiny, and it's a rare Pokemon, but it really doesn't have any relevance. Quickly want to cut in here and talk about something I forgot. Zweilous, which is the middle evolution of Dino, is actually kind of relevant in the Great League. It's ranked 30 with Dragon Breath, Body Slam, and Dark Pulse, and can have use in the Great League, so that is a reason actually to catch Dino, I guess, and the shiny. As far as Hydreigon, it's not very good. And as far as the cave habitat, of course, we have the Umbreon. Like I mentioned, this Pokemon gets a guaranteed XL candy every time you catch it, and this Pokemon can be used in the Ultra League and even the Great League. Good Pokemon there. Unknown FNG like before. Gardevoir, catch this Pokemon, you can get 2 guaranteed XL candies to get XL candies to put into Gardevoir and Gallade, or Mega Gardevoir and Mega Gallade if they ever do come out. And also Gardevoir is a decent fairy type attacker, so you definitely want to catch your Gardevoirs. Absol does have a Mega in the future, so you can go ahead and grab those Pokemon to get yourself a level 51. It should be the highest DPS dark type attacker, I believe, when Mega Absol does come out. And finally, Galvantula. This will get you a guaranteed XL candy for Galvantula, which Galvantula is good in the Great League, also in the Ultra League, but you need XL candies for that Pokemon. So a lot of good things to grab during the cave hour. Definitely one of the best hours to play. Now, as most of you know, day 2 GoFest, we're going to have every single legendary in raids, so most likely you want to save your raid passes for that day. I have a video on all my tips about day 2 of GoFest, so if you want to know what raids to do and all that, you can check it out up here and link below, or check it out after this video. But I quickly want to brush over the raids on day 1, what they're going to be as far as we know, and what's worth going after. First of all, in 1-stars, we have Ponyta, Galarian Zigzagoon, both with those special little hats, and then Dinos. I'll be honest, the only relevant one here is going to be Galarian Zigzagoon evolving into Obstagoon. Obstagoon is good in the Great League and in the Ultra League. I believe we'll be able to evolve these costume ones. I'm not 100% sure yet, so you'll have to wait and see for that, but that's the only relevance that these 1-star raids have. But all 3 of these are pretty rare shiny Pokemon, so if you haven't gotten these shinies and you have a billion raid passes and you're not trying to save for day 2, you can raid these. Don't really recommend it that much, but just something to note. In the 3-star raids, Galarian Weezing, Hitmontop, and Cranidos. Galarian Weezing is just a rare Pokemon that really never comes to raids, so if you don't have one, you can raid one to try to get it. Hitmontop is a good closer in the Great League you can use. And finally, Cranidos evolving into Rampardos, one of the highest DPS rock type attackers in the game. Finally, in the 5-star raids, you have Mewtwo, but Mewtwo will be out all that week, so I don't recommend raiding it. And finally, Mega Raids, Mega Gengar, again, don't raid this stuff. This stuff will be out pretty much before and after GoFest. Honestly, guys, as far as the 1-star raids, unless there's something that like you're drooling over here, I wouldn't really recommend raiding anything on day 1, I would recommend saving all your passes for day 2, but that's just the relevance of these Pokemon if you are curious at all. Now I want to talk about 7-kilometer eggs and if they're worth hatching. So far, all I know is Igglypuff, Klingling, and Audino are going to be hatching from the 7-kilometer eggs. It says and more here, so I'll include what the other egg hatches will be in that other part of the video. But do I recommend hatching these 7-kilometer eggs? As far as what I know right now, I don't recommend hatching it. These Pokemon, yes, they are babies. Igglypuff is a baby and Klingling is a baby. Klingling is actually a pretty hard Pokemon to get, so you might as well try to hatch one. But I don't recommend going ham on these eggs is what I'm trying to say. These Pokemon, none of them really have any meta relevance, I would say. They are just kind of like, you know, cool Pokemon to hatch, specifically the Klingling. So unless they add some pretty cool Pokemon in the 7-kilometer egg batch, I really wouldn't recommend hatching these. Even if we have half egg distance, I would probably like try to hatch like 10Ks or 12Ks if you have some stocked up. I wouldn't really spend a lot of incubators on these eggs. As far as what I know, my opinion might change once we find out the whole batch. Okay, now I want to take a quick look at this line right here. It says Pokemon related to music such as Chimecho, Kricketot, Audino, and a special costume Pikachu will be appearing in the wild throughout the day. Specifically, I want to look at Chimecho and Audino. Audino will give you 2100 Stardust every time you catch it. That's just without a star piece, without weather boost. If you have a star piece and weather boost, you're getting near 4000 Stardust per catch. Chimecho will give you 1000 base and then 1875 with weather boost and a star piece. And of course, there's other values depending on what bonuses you have. I just want to mention these Pokemon because these Pokemon are super easy to get Stardust. So if you ever see a Chimecho or an Audino during the day, you might be like, why the heck would I click on that? Why would I catch that? Catch it because of the Stardust. It's the easiest Stardust in your life. Catching one Audino is the same as catching 21 normal Pokemon. If you do see these Pokemon during the day, you can get insane amounts of Stardust. Let's talk about Mega Pokemon. If you don't know, if you Mega Evolve a Pokemon and catch any Pokemon that is the same type as that Mega Pokemon, you'll be getting 1 bonus regular candy each time you catch a Pokemon that's the same type as that Mega Evolution. Most of you already probably know this, so you're probably asking me, what Mega should I evolve? What Mega should I evolve? And I'm really gonna say it's up to you. What I want you guys to do is look at these wild spawns and these instant spawns and find the Pokemon that you have the least candy for or the Pokemon you want the most candy for and you think is the rarest to you. For example, some of you might be Dino. Some of you are like, I just want a lot of Dino candy so I can evolve Dino. Some of you might be Tyranitar. You just want a lot of Tyranitar candy. Some of you might be Shieldon. Find the Pokemon you're most excited for. Then you're gonna wanna go ahead and Mega Evolve a Pokemon that relates to that. Since Megas last 8 hours and you don't wanna be like every hour changing your Mega Evolution to get the most candy. Like for example here, during the Jungle Habitat hour, we have like 3 grass spawns. So like Mega Evolve a grass Pokemon during the Jungle hour. And then, you know, when it hits Desert Mountain, I'll go ahead and Mega Evolve like a fire type here for Flareon. Like I don't think it's really worth switching your Mega every single hour just to get that candy bonus. The most worth it here is going to be Mega Evolve something that is the same type as the Pokemon you want the most during the day. So for example, if it's Dino, you might go ahead and Mega Evolve a Mega Houndoom since that is a dark type Pokemon and you'll be getting an extra Dino candy. Or, you know, if it's Tyranitar, you know, you might want to evolve a dark type as well. So dark types are definitely gonna be worth it here because you'll be getting an extra candy for Tyranitar and for Dino and even for Umbreon and even for Absol. There's actually a lot of dark type spawning, but I just want to say, you know, it's up to you what Pokemon you're gonna Mega Evolve. Just look at what Pokemon you want the most candy for. Let's talk about premium items and lures. So currently we don't know what the global arena challenges are, but usually these challenges, if you have a ticket, you complete them, and then for the next hour, we'll get a bonus like 3 times catch Stardust, 3 times catch XP, etc., for that next rotating hour. That's how it works. I'm gonna explain more of it probably once we find out the exact hours, but I just want to mention, if you are not getting 3 times catch Stardust, 3 times catch XP, any of these bonuses, I don't recommend using lucky eggs during the day. The only time you should be using lucky eggs and star pieces is when there is an active 3 or 2 times bonus for that specific resource. You know, if we're getting 3 times catch XP, go ahead and use lucky egg. If we're getting 3 times catch Stardust, use a star piece, but don't just use a star piece because you're gonna be playing all day. That's not a really good way to use resources. You're better off saving them for special events. With this in mind, we have 3-hour lure module. So this is the best time to use lures. I don't want to just use a lure at any single time when I'm just playing because it's only gonna last 30 minutes. This is the best time to use lure since it's gonna last 3 hours if you put it down. On this topic, what lure should you be using? We have 5 different types of lures. We have the regular, mossy, glacial, magnetic, and also the new rainy lure. Really, I'm gonna say I recommend using the regular lure, the little purple one. Reason being is the purple one will boost the event spawns that are currently going on. So for example, if it's the Desert Mountain hour and you put a lure down, you might get more Shieldon, Skarmory, and Hippotas spawns. Now you might be like, oh, but you can also probably use a magnetic lure to get more Skarmory, Shieldon spawns because, you know, these are steel types and the magnetic lure boosts steel and electric types. The problem with that is if you put a magnetic lure down during the Desert Mountain hour, once it switches over to the Ocean Beach hour, you're not going to be getting more Dratini, Swablu's, and Alomomolas. So I think that putting down the purple lure will kind of transition throughout the day and keep just boosting whatever spawns are supposed to be spawning during that specific hour. So I think it's best to use that regular lure during the day. Can use those special lures as as the special lures do actually spawn Pokemon faster, but in the end, I don't think it's that worth it. I think you're better off going with the initial regular lure. On the topic of lures, I want to talk a little bit about medals, and specifically 2 medals you can focus on getting during GoFest. You guys have heard me talk about it probably a billion times now, but the Picnicker medal, use a lure module to help any trainer catch 2,500 Pokemon. If you're in a busy area, you're gonna want to be the first person to put down lures. Reason being is if you put down a lure in a busy area, everyone playing there, especially during GoFest, there's gonna be so many players out. Everyone's gonna be catching Pokemon off lures, meaning that you're gonna get this medal to platinum super easy. Even if it's not as busy of an area, there will still be trainers there since there's gonna be a lot of trainers out during GoFest, meaning it's gonna be very easy to platinum your Picnicker medal as long as you're the first person to put a lure down. So right when the event starts on Saturday and Sunday, be sure to throw down your lures, be the first person to throw down a lure so you can get this badge platinumed up. Also the Pikachu fan medal. We all know Pikachu wearing a special Meloetta inspired hat will be appearing during the wild during event hours on Saturday and Sunday. So this is a great time to get your Pikachu fan medal up. All you gotta do is catch 1,000 Pikachus. So if you don't have this badge platinum, go ahead and catch as many of those Meloetta t-shirt Pikachus as you can in the wild. You might be curious why you even care about medals. Well, to get from level 48 to 49, you need 35 platinum medals, which is a lot of medals. So if you're not already working on that, please go ahead and get those 2 medals. Okay, so here it says every trainer will be able to make up to 6 lucky trades each day from July 16th to July 18th. That is 3 days of special trades, meaning we can get up to 18 special trades. You don't know what a special trade is? It's a legendary, a shiny, an unregistered Pokemon, or a purified Pokemon. Usually you can only do 1 of these a day, meaning you can only do 365 a year, but now we'll have the chance to do 18 in 3 days, which is a crazy good bonus. What you're gonna wanna do is message any friends you have been lucky friends with for a while. So coming into your search bar here, into your friends list, searching lucky, looking at all these trainers and messaging them and saying, hey, can we do our lucky trade? Normally during lucky trades, you're gonna be trading things like legendaries and shiny Pokemon. So this is a great time to go ahead and clear your lucky friends list if you haven't cleared it. Now, some of you have no lucky friends, or you can't reach some of your lucky friends. What should you be using those special trades on? Well, first of all, just trading an extra legendary you have with your friend, your mom, whoever in your household also plays Pokemon Go or that you can reach can be beneficial. Reason being is when you trade that legendary Pokemon, you're probably gonna transfer it anyway if you have a lot of them. First of all, you'll be getting candy for that Pokemon if you trade it, so free legendary candy, who doesn't want that? But also there's a small chance, like a 5% chance that it automatically goes lucky from just a regular trade. You'll have 6 attempts at that if you go ahead and trade those legendary Pokemon. Also, you could trade legendary Pokemon with someone that you have a low friendship level with and do a strategy called trading down for PvP IVs. If you don't know what PvP IVs are, pretty much you want low attack, high defense, high stamina for PvP as makes your Pokemon bulkier. But when you catch certain legendaries in raids, the lowest IVs are gonna be 10, 10, 10. What you can do is go ahead and trade with a low level friend and hope that those IVs will change into something with low attack, high defense, high stamina. Specifically, you can trade Pokemon like Cresselia, Giratina Altered Form, Registeel, all these top PvP legendary Pokemon, and hope that you get a good PvP IV set. You'll have 6 special trades during the day, so you'll have 6 chances to go ahead and mirror trade legendary Pokemon to try to get good PvP IVs on 3 of these days. So really the main tip I'm trying to get is try to find a trading partner and plan out some trades because you don't want to miss these 6 special trades each day. Okay, final thing I want to talk about are going to be these legacy moves here. We have Kirlia evolving into Gardevoir with Synchronoise and Vibrava evolving into Flygon with Earth Power. Are these legacy moves going to be any good, and are they worth saving your Kirlia and Vibrava to evolve during the event to get them? Synchronoise on Gardevoir is actually a preferred moveset for the Ultra League and the Master League. You can use it, however, I don't think Gardevoir is very good for those leagues, so I don't think having Synchronoise on your Gardevoir is that important, as most of the time you'll be having Charm and Dazzling Gleam as the most preferred moveset for that Pokemon. However, Flygon with Earth Power is definitely something you're going to want to get, as if you are running Flygon in the Great League or the Ultra League, this Pokemon needs Earth Power. It's an essential, it's a super good move for Flygon. So if you do have some Trapinches or some Vibravas you haven't evolved, save them for Saturday or Sunday during GoFest to evolve them and get that move because it is going to be a decent move to get. I want to add 2 more tips before I end the video. First of all, make sure that you have a buddy out that is at least a great buddy level. If it is a great buddy level, it'll be able to catch assist you, which is that bounce back you see sometimes. So if you do end up missing some throws during GoFest, since you will be making a lot of throws, that buddy can come in clutch sometimes to do the bounce back. Also, July 20th, 6 to 7 p.m. is Squirtle Spotlight Hour, and during that hour, we're gonna have 2 times transfer candy. If you raid any legendaries on GoFest Day 2 and plan on transferring them, be sure to save them for July 20th, 6 to 7 p.m. And not even just legendaries, any rare Pokemon you want extra candy for, keep them in your box and then transfer them during this hour. You'll get 2 times candy for any legendaries. Finally, please stay safe. I don't know why I didn't mention this in the video. GoFest, there's gonna be a lot of trainers out, and I know some of you are still in lockdown, or still there's COVID going around, guys. COVID is not over. Although a lot of people are vaccinated now, we still want to make sure we are safe. So if you are in bigger areas, throw a mask on. It's pretty easy, and just just keep social distancing when you are not wearing a mask, guys. Stay safe out there. Now that's pretty much all the tips I have. Specifically, this is gonna be for day 1, all these tips I did mention, because day 2 is gonna be all about raiding. Like I mentioned earlier, day 2, we're gonna have every legendary in raids, and we will have the same wild spawns that we did during day 1 during day 2. So you can use these tips during day 2, but day 2 is more about raiding. So check out my video up here and link below on my tips on what I think you should be raiding and focusing your raid passes on during day 2. Also, if you're curious, how are you gonna raid during GoFest? I'm gonna leave links below to a video on how to use apps like PokeGenie, PokeRaid, PokeBattler, and then also a video all about Discords and the best raiding Discords. So you guys can have like, 8 resources to get remote raid invites anytime during the day during GoFest. So go ahead and check those videos out if you are looking for ways to get raids during day 2. And then final thing before I end the video, if you haven't seen my video on the Ultra Unlock Week, pretty much they announced that if we complete the global challenges I was talking about earlier, we're gonna unlock one special event called Ultra Unlock Part 1 Time. And then if we complete more of those global challenges, we'll unlock Ultra Unlock Part 2 Space. The predictions have already made that during the time and during the space, we're gonna have Dialga and Palkia in raids. So most likely, if you are checking out that video on what to raid during GoFest, I wouldn't really raid Dialga and Palkia as much, since we're most likely gonna get them in raids after GoFest, and that'll be a better time to get them. So focus on more of those other legendary bosses I did mention. That's the video. If you have any tips, please comment them below. Anything I did miss that, is huge and we should let all the other trainers know, please comment them below. And if you are watching this video, please check out the comments below, because there'll be some good other tips from trainers from the community. And then also be sure to tune in on July 16th when I do release a video about all the field research, time research, special research, collection challenges, arena challenges, new spawns, and new egg hatches that they do end up announcing. Please tune in then for like a part 2 of this video, I guess it's called. That's pretty much the video, guys. Thank you for watching. We're gonna see you guys in the next one. Follow for more tips, baby. Peace.